Hello everyone, Dragon84 here and welcome back to another Luck Be a Landlord video. So as I'm recording, the Android and iOS versions of the game are out. I've been playing on mobile a bit. I've had the game for like 3 days and I'm up to floor 16. It's just fun to play low stakes games. Also, we're still on a win streak of 8. We're going to try to tie our win streak of 9. No pressure. Also, I mean, as always, we're going to try and have fun. Grab on the first spin, that's great. Yeah, always better than a one value symbol, so pretty good to get that early. Second grab, that's great. No third grab yet, that's fine. We are not in a hurry to get them. 32, a little bit ahead, that's good. And we want the 2 value symbol here. I mean, Big Or is just a little bit better than Ninja, so let's just grab that. Adoption papers might give us more crabs. It might give us a 2 value symbol. All of that is fine. Treasure map doesn't do that much. Black pepper is fine, but we don't have any specific synergies with it. Do we want to grow? I don't think so. Turtle is fine. It's not great. Right, I'm picking a turtle, and we could pick up a B too, but I would pick up the B if I hadn't picked up the turtle, but I don't want both. That's just too much. Alright, that was kind of a downer of, oh that's interesting, of adoption papers. That happens. You can hit really big, or you can get 3 misses. Especially early on, you're more likely to get misses, but the option to just win the run right there was there. I'm gonna pick a safe. It's just 1 value symbol, but it's pretty easy to crack. 19, that's pretty good. Gambler, we have die. And I'm going to grab my table. Right, I have my list here of all the numbers that I need to hit in order to make sure that I make every rent there. It's a 3rd crab. So, we are definitely ahead. Yeah, crabs can just make for easy wins sometimes. Ooh, that's interesting. Matrushkadol or Lucky Capsule. So, Matrushkadol is eventually a 4 value symbol, which is better than a lot of rares. But Lucky Capsule can just... it's just higher variance here. Now, I'm gonna go for the Matrushkadol, honestly. I think because we are already in a decent position, maybe that's the time that you actually just need to take these risks. I don't know. Right, we don't have any reroll capsules. We won't get them for a while, so if we see a chicken, that's just bad. Wouldn't mind General Zarov here, honestly. So that's fine. But if we see an apple, then we would rather just have a Matrushka. So it's kind of a toss-up. Alright, given that we have the 3 crabs, I think we are enough ahead that we can just go for the Lucky Capsule here. Lunchbox might be another just 3 misses. But Ricky the Banana and Cyan Pepper are just so unlikely to give us anything, so... Alright, orange, wine is very, very good. Wine is very, very good. Alright, that makes up for the early thing that we missed. Tomb. Yeah, that's in... we kind of want the key at some point, but Tomb is just so much better that we definitely want that. Just a 3 value symbol early that poops out 6 value symbols is just very, very strong. Yeah, we are very far ahead right now. Alright, there's the key that we wanted for our safe. Good. 58. I don't want another key right now. And those crabs are just insane. Bronze arrow, yes. Yeah, we are very happy with everything that's happening. We are 2 rent payments ahead. No, wait. Yeah, we are 2 rent payments ahead. That's a good sign. Alright, let's see what happens. Sapphire, Hex of Midas, Pinata. We definitely don't want the Hex of Midas or the Pinata. Sapphire is fine. Yeah, it's fine. We don't mind having another one of those. Small symbol bomb doesn't do all that much for us. I'm just gonna go for the birdhouse. We have an owl. We might get a dove later. Kind of makes me wish that I had picked up the crow over the turtle. In that case, this would give us 2 every spin. But still fine. We're going to have to remove our flower pretty soon. We can pick up a milk. I think it's still better than skipping here. But we're getting near the point where it's not necessarily that anymore. We have 23 symbols. It's cool. I don't want the sand dollar here. I mean, the problem with a sand dollar is that if we see a diver, we might not want to pick it up right now even. Don't really need a bar of soap. Yeah, lots of skips, but that's also just because we are just so far ahead. Right, we're seeing a lot of comments, and yeah, we're still 2 rent payments ahead. That's insane. All right, it's easy though to get stuck at a point where you're 2 rent payments ahead. Piggy Bank Essence is going to give us a lot more money, and we are so far ahead that that's just an easy pickup. It's easy to get stuck in the situation where there's just nothing that you really want to pick up, and then you just plateau and you can lose because of this. So important to keep in mind. Happy hour, we have 2 wines, so that's going to give us 2 every spin. It should be better than the other ones. Comfy pillow is fine when you're ahead, but it's not all that great. Could pick up another owl, but we don't have any synergies with that except for the birdhouse. Right, it's a little bit better than a 2-value symbol right now, but we have a lot of 2-value symbols. I don't think we need it. If we find a moon, then we can always still pick up an owl if we need to. 50, pretty good. So our goal here is to hit 375 in order to still be 2 rent payments ahead. If we don't, then that means that we are already plateauing a little bit, and then we need to make sure that we keep on actually getting better. Sure, there's a spirit. There's no reason not to pick that up. Most of the crabs enter different rows. Yeah, we've definitely hit 375. Are we actually going to hit 450? That would actually put us 3 rent payments ahead. We're basically 3 rent payments ahead right now. All right. Mrs. Fruit, that's very good. We have a cherry, we have an orange, and we don't need them all that much anymore, so that's a very good hit. Rusty gear with crabs, always picking that up. And alright, let's see. The light bulb is going to remove itself. That's are going to remove themselves before this rent payment, and we are going to lose 2 fruits. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 20 symbols. Yeah, I think we can remove the coin without any real problems here. Makes our crabs a little bit more consistent, so that should be good. 52. There's a silver arrow. That's kind of lucky. Right. Light bulb removes itself. That's fine. We don't need it anymore. 44. Yeah, don't need a sapphire right now. We might get some synergies where that would be good, but second cultist, definitely glad that I didn't pick up the first one. I wasn't going to. We were already collecting crabs, and mixing those is just not all that great. Yeah, we're so far ahead. Essence capsule is just insane. I don't think we're going to be 3 rent payments ahead for the next one, but we'll see. Rabbit, that's a 3-value symbol. I think we still want that. Rabbit also just has so many synergies. We were already going to pick up a moon if we were seeing it. I should have picked up the target there. It's kind of sloppy. Yeah, that was a little bit over 450. So we are not 3 rent payments ahead anymore. We are basically 2 rent payments ahead. There's a Rusty Gear Essence. Yeah, I'm gonna pick that up. I'm going to turn it off for a second until the dots disappear. Comfy Pillow Essence. There's so many very good, very rare items. Void Portal Essence doesn't do us a lot. Reroll Essence doesn't do a lot. Alright. Might be good. Might not do a lot, but General Seraph isn't great. I'm gonna pick up the Golden Egg, that's fine. And Purple Pepper should help us a lot. We don't need a lockpick. Egg Carton is fine, but not insane, so yeah. That should also be pretty good. Right, Purple Pepper. Right, turn off the Rusty Gear Essence for now until the dots disappear. I think now we only have 2 dots, so that should be fine. It's 40. Now we still have 3 dots. Yeah, we have time. We're going to wait for that final dot to disappear. We don't want to call. The Rusty Gear Essence would have triggered to our advantage here, so that would have been fine. Third Cultist. Still happy I didn't pick it up. The dot with 2 chargers left isn't showing up yet, but eventually he will. Alright, spin, yeah. And here we would have triggered on the dots. 53. General Seraph definitely don't want that with our Mrs. Fruit there. Alright, our dot disappeared. So let's hope that it hits our crabs, because that would be very strong. 50. Save, we didn't pick up the lockpick. Yeah, we could try to hit another common or uncommon. Right, we want fruits for Mrs. Fruit. We want crabs, but no, I don't think that's all that great. Oh yeah, do we want this? I think we do, honestly. Right, let's try it. We could just hit the jackpot here and it might be very, very good. Omelette is fine. We have a golden egg, so it's a little bit better than a 3-value symbol. We don't have that many symbols. Could also go for the coconut. Well, let's just grab the omelette, it's fine. Frozen pizza is insane. It's almost certainly better than the cardboard box. And do we want to remove the pearl now? Probably. Wait, how many symbols do we have? 25. 1 is going to go away. Yeah, sure. 3 are going to go. Well, we have enough. Oh, so close to all of the crabs being in a row for the Rusty Gear Essence. 68. That's a lot of money. I think we can definitely save our reroll tokens for now. Watermelon, very nice. And there's our frozen pizza triggering. We're also just seeing more and more symbols, which makes it just more likely for us to see good symbols. Another cultist, I think that's number 4. Yeah, the crabs are not cooperating. We don't even have that many symbols, but eventually they will probably get hit. Oh, there's the coconut finally. And the cherry. I think we're far enough ahead that that's okay. Right. Crabs got hit by the Rusty Gear Essence. That should increase our money output by a lot. Yeah, now we should hit 600 pretty easily. We have a third dot. Just in time. No, don't want the banana for Mrs. Fruit. 41. Yeah, our average symbol value is just pretty high. Wouldn't mind removing cat at some point, but I'm not in a hurry. Yeah, that's close to 700 again. So, I mean, after 600, right, once you hit 600, the differences aren't that pronounced anymore, right? It's just raise it by 50 every time, so it's not all that meaningful to say how many we are ahead. Dishwasher essence is insane. We want a good rare. Farmer's fine. We have a golden egg, we have a watermelon. It doesn't interact with the omelette, but or the wines. A chef would be better, but farmer should still be very good here. Grab! And there's the cardboard box. I mean, we don't have that many symbols, but there's enough that we want to remove that I think this is just going to be very good still. Right, green pepper is pretty good too, but I think this makes us just significantly more consistent as this should be good. Yeah. Yeah, these crab runs, I mean, I'm saying it's a crab run, and it kind of is. But we also have a lot of other stuff going on, and it's important to note that we're getting so much value out of everything else that's going on. So, well, yeah, the crabs aren't even showing up here. Active draining isn't it. Key isn't it. Right. 83. Don't really want a third wine, it's just the 4 value symbol, and we want to slowly move away from 4 value symbols and try to have better stuff. We don't have an egg card, and oh. That is interesting. On the mobile version, the inventory button is in the top left and the options is in the top right. Didn't really notice that. It's weird how those got switched around. Yeah, we don't have any reason to pick up an egg. I mean, in theory, birdhouse, but that strategy has never panned out for me. 86, great. Yeah, so we are definitely reaching the Landlord, and we're very likely to beat the Landlord with this build, but we aren't there yet. Lucky capsule is very good. Another cultist, so cultist would 100% have ended up being good enough to win this run. But there was no way to know that, and we were already going on crabs. Yeah, over 777. Beastmaster works pretty well with crabs. Pink pepper. I hope I'm not going too quickly. I mean, I hope that most people watching have at least a reasonable acquaintance with all of the symbols and stuff that's going on. Yeah, we can remove the turtle too. Kind of want to remove the sapphire too, but is that too early? Could remove the owl or the three-sided, I don't know. I'm going to wait until I have 3 removal tokens until I start using them again. I don't need to right now. Lots of money from crabs. Yeah, those spins we need. At some point I might really try to reroll for commons, because the thing that is going to make this run 100% to win the Landlord fight is just to get more crabs. Right? If we can get these kinds of rolls consistently, then we just win. I think Cherry is just better than Chemical 7 right now. Right? We have a silver arrow, and whenever Mrs. Fruit gets hit by the silver arrow, we're going to get insane amounts of money. 85. Yeah, sure. Another cultist, of course. Yeah, that was a very low spin. So we get those two. 55. Yeah, we get really low spins sometimes. It's just crab or nothing here. But when the crabs line up, we do get big numbers. Yeah, we have gotten pretty dependent on the crabs, so we're definitely not 100% to win. I don't need more removal tokens, I'm just gonna go for Lucky 7 essence. We don't need Cleaning Rag essence or Cursed Katana essence, it's just Instant Ramen essence, and we're going to try and remember that we have it. definitely not easy to remember that. We could pick up a second farmer, but no. Emerald is fine, but also not all that interesting. I'm gonna reroll, try and find some good rares. Dove. Yeah, Dove should be very good still. We have 20 more spins to get... Ooh, we can skip this one. I remembered everyone. We have the instant ramen essence, and I remembered that I can skip. I would have picked up the fish tank, but it doesn't do all that much, so... Lucky dice. No, we just have the three-sided die, and it's going to get hit by the Landlord. I want to remove it before the Landlord fights, so it's just green pepper, and that's very good. White pepper is also still fine. I might just remove the three-sided die right now. No. Goodbye Quiver Essence, hardly knew you. Sure, let's pick up another cherry. I mean, we are 100, yeah, we're going to get another removal token next spin, so let's just remove the three-sided die. It's not really helping us right now. Right, thank you Mrs. Fruit. Thank you Dove. Dove is already a 4-value symbol, so it's already worth it. And I really don't have a way to make sure that I'm not dependent on the crabs to line up, so not sure how we're doing that. I don't feel like we've gotten that much value out of the frozen pizza this run. I mean, it was still fine. I'm gonna reroll here, try and get something good. Grab! Alright. Maybe that reroll is the thing that pushed the common selection enough that we got the crab. Maybe it was just random. I don't know. In any case, we did get another crab, and I feel like we might be at the point now where they're good enough to just guarantee us to win. 6 crabs. I think you need 7 crabs and a relatively slim deck to make sure that you're always hitting enough. But I haven't really done the math. Time capsule is okay. Sure, almost everything is a hit with the time capsule. We might hit a gambler, which would not be great. Safe is a miss. Yeah, we might have to spend the removal token in order to remove that. That's fine. I mean, we have a lot of removals, and I took this risk knowingly. Another cultist? I feel obliged to call them out at this point. I hope it's not annoying. I hope it's not annoying that I'm saying that. I hope it's not annoying. That could also happen. I might have to use a removal token to remove the save. But we have 10 more spins before the Landlord fight. We'll see how we get on. Diver would be the worst thing to pick here. Magic Key is pretty decent. That removes our save. Another cultist. Black Cat is going to give us at least money sometimes, right? Whenever we get a multiple of 13. So every 13 spins on average, it gives us 6. And the other two are just not going to do anything for us, period. So that's fine. So we definitely have 1 spare removal. I might want to remove the owl. I don't think the owl is doing that much for us anymore. $106, that's definitely what we want here. Yeah, I'm re-rolling, that's fine. We're at a point where there's just not that many rares that we really want. 84, that's good. We just don't want to add that many things, period. 136, that's great. Grab! There's another cultist. Feel obliged to call it out. I could remove the tomb. It doesn't do that much anymore. Removing the tomb makes our entire build more consistent. No, I want to remove the big ore and the sapphire. Right, we have a lot of symbols now. We don't really need these. And the landlord might add a rule that the another cultist. Wow. Yeah, whenever you are not picking cultists, you seem to be more likely to see a lot of them. I mean, that's not true. It's just that when you are focused on them, you just see them a lot. But the landlord might add a rule that the tomb can't add spirits anymore, in which case we would be very motivated to remove it. I don't know if that's going to happen. I think the owl isn't that great anymore, but we have to choose where to spend our removal tokens, and the owl at least interacts with the Beastmaster. Although obviously we got the Beastmaster to interact with the crabs, which is giving us a lot of money right now. Billionaire, don't need that. Item capsule is probably fine. I don't know if there's anything that it's likely to do, but well, here it is. Dove is still a 4 value symbol, that's fine, but we were hoping to make it better than that. Right, Bowling Ball Essence is done. And we are ready for the landlord fight. We are enough ahead that I feel comfortable to say that we have almost certainly won this one. Oil can essence is very good here. It's interesting how much my understanding of oil can essence has changed over time, because it used to be that I thought it was just very bad. And it's actually pretty good, it's just a hassle to use. Alright, I could respin this, right? We can multiply the watermelon. There's a chance for the crab to be on one of the top 2 rows, but I really want the dove to eat the dud. So I'm not going to respin here. I don't know. I don't know what the best option is. Alright, diamond is fine. At some point I'm going to try and do some UI resizing in order to try and get this the oil can essence and swapping device essence UI to be a little better. But it's not going to be today. Yeah, I want the save and the magic key to be here in order to feed the dove. Right, let's just do this. Yeah, another crab. I knew there was a chance for another crab to show up there. And this is a lot of money, that's good. Alright. Landlord adds active destruction, that's great, because then we can remove it and still have a removal token left. Rerolling costs more. Symbol takes money, takes more money. Alright, so now we can remove the active destruction and we can just remove the tomb. It doesn't do that much anymore. Maybe I want to remove the farmer. Yeah, probably. Alright, let's just remove the farmer. Oh, interesting. So I'm going to spin this one, I guess. It's just going to give us the most money, I think. And right now we want the oil can to just give us as much money as possible. Alright. Save gives 10 less when destroyed. Well, fine. Egg cannot be destroyed or removed. Monkey gives 50% less. All of that is fine. I'm going to do this. I wanted that third crab to be on the bottom row. Didn't happen, but this should still be a lot of money. That's good. Yeah, I think we can safely say that we've won this run at this point. Yeah, let's grab a cherry. We definitely don't need it, but it also doesn't hurt. Oh, there was a chance for the save to be cracked this turn, which would be good. 87, a little bit on the low side, but I am not worried because... Oh, save cannot be destroyed. No! Yeah, that's a downer. There was always a chance for that to happen. So now we have a 1 value symbol and a 2 value symbol here that we can't get rid of. Well, that's a shame. Nothing we could have done about it. I mean, that's not entirely true. We could have saved up the removal tokens or something, but yeah. Don't think that was our best option. Coin cannot be destroyed or removed. Very rare. Skip one last. Cannot enable disable items. It would be very interesting if we were to still lose this one. Right, this crab is almost certainly going to be on a better row if we respin it here. So let's try that. Yeah. $165. Grab! Adds a dot and dice become worse. We have already removed our dice and we are going to do this, I guess. Well, that's a miss. That's fine. You still get a bunch of money out of it. 162, yeah. Just continuously adding more crabs is just going to win runs. If you get to a point where that works. 118. I mean, Silver Arrow is doing a lot too. Guillotine has no effects. We are more likely to find crabs. This is what the second rule is saying. Dwarf gives 50% less. All of that is fine. It's a low roll, but well, we're paying 1,000 here. We're almost certainly getting 341 gold before the next rent payment. That's our only goal. We don't need to pay 1,500. Oh, Lockbox is going to remove the magic key. That should be worth it. Let's pick a black pepper because lucky dice is literally useless here. The lockbox might get hit by landlord rules. I don't know. We'll see. Active hoarding is more likely to trigger. Owl takes more time to give money. Time capsule has no effect. All of that is completely fine. We just want our crabs to line up. Yeah, maybe picking the lockbox was wrong. I don't know. Right, we can remove the safe now. That's good. Because the safe is bad for us here. That's a good one. 140. Yep, we have literally won this run right here, right now. Final spin. Lockbox doesn't get broken here, but that's also fine. Yeah, this was a fun run. Just those early crabs made it very easy to wait for good stuff. We got Mrs. Fruit, we got... what was the other thing that we got? Right, we got the wines with the happy hour. And just a lot of good stuff. And that made it very easy to wait for until we had 8 crabs, which were just going to win the run for us. Right, let's look at our stats because we have tied our win streak. 9-0. Next time we can try and beat it. So on the Discord, there's someone with a 14 win streak. At the same time here, I'm firing up my calculator to look at our win rate. 60% exactly. That's great. I'm a math teacher. I should be able to do this by my head because both of these are divisible by 6. So it's 6/10, which is 60%. All right. Yeah, this was fun. Now, don't get out of this thinking that right when you see crabs, you should always pick the crabs because they're always going to win. Because we have a lot of runs where we just have 2 or 3 crabs that we eventually need to remove for some reason because, right? They are usually not going to be endgame material, but they can help you a lot in the early game. And if you can clean up enough, then they can really help you in the late game too. Sometimes it's always a balancing act in this game. Anyway, I've been talking for a long time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and next time we will try to beat our win streak. I will see you next time. Goodbye.